word.
But when you think about the internet and you think about like the I guess the journey on the internet in terms of like where you go from one page to another, all that kind of stuff, the closer they can get to mapping or predicting that map out, the more accurately they can advertise at you and all this kind of stuff. So that's where I'm thinking like, obviously we know about targeted adverts anyway, but that's algorithm based. I'm just thinking about like if they know generally where you're going, so they can place things purposely.
Did anyone do that test? Weren't we all gonna like do a test of our own for not Siri, but like Google, like the ads coming up from just us talking about it?
Oh, we were gonna do that.
We've got to do that. Okay, let's assign ourselves.
Let's talk about something now.
Okay,
Let's talk about something now and see if any of us get ads on our phone.
Like, what should we? What's the topic? Something that we would never ever talk about usually.
But we talk about everything. This is the point of the podcast.
No, we've got to pick something.
So a product.
Let's think.
But we're so different.
Adult nappies, adult diapers. So I'm thinking of going to the shop and buying some adult diapers.
So again, you want to buy some adult diapers?
Adult diapers?
Yeah. Apparently they're all the rage now.
They're all the rage.
They're all the rage now.
You can pee and keep dancing at the same time.
So long.
I was thinking about getting some adult diapers just to make my life a little bit easier.
Don't even have to hide your head in shame anymore. No longer are those days where you have to
Do you know what's sad?
hide them under your frozen...
Just to give people context, if you're just tuning in...
Yeah, if someone just tuned in right now...
We're doing an experiment.
They'll be thinking, what's wrong with these people? They're talking
about
adult diapers.
Do you know what would be really interesting?
Yeah.
This is a podcast, not a radio show. I don't know how someone would tune into this point exactly.
No, I know.
Let me start this episode in the middle of it.
Let's say they listen to it, and they go, oh, pause. And then
they
go,
zone out.
And they just they sort of scrub forward a bit. They go, oh, no, I've heard this part. Scrub forward a bit. And they go, adult diapers. Trending.
I want some adult diapers now. I need me some adult diapers in my life.
And Emma's not ashamed of buying the adult diapers.
Yeah, bit of bladder control.
Watch the
So yeah,
watch
I think
NSA agent on the other end of the phone going, look at these people trying to trick us. You know what they're doing.
Damn it.
We'll do a reverse.
Well, it'll be interesting. I'm going to keep talking about adult diapers the rest of this week, and we'll see what happens.
That'll be interesting.
Yeah,
I'll report back.
There'll be
next
psychologists
week.
knocking on your door.
You might lose a lot of friends, but
oh.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Hey guys, I'm Emma.
I'm Devin.
And we're from the B-Side Word, and we're hanging with CJ,
Maxie,
and Alexander. We're just a group of friends from around the world. We share and discuss thoughts on second page news. Come join us. And today's first article is Dev's, actually. Dev, do you remember what you put in?
Yep.
Yeah?
Yes, I do.
oh, I'm impressed.
Yes, I do.
I have no idea what I put in.
Robo callers.
Ooh.
What?
Robocalls.
Say what now?
Okay.
Robocallers. You know when you used to get you could tell when a telemarketer was calling you because of the number you were on the like let's say on your mobile phone and then you saw a number, you go, I'm not picking that up because it looks like a dodgy number.
I've noticed it comes with little countries on them as well.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. So I block them.
Right. Yeah. That's what I used to do. That's how I know not to pick it up. Now they're calling through like normal mobile phones for your country. It's got your area code in it and it looks just like a normal mobile phone. So you don't know now.
Yeah, I
Or
block
like
them too
local
now.
numbers.
It's just local numbers. Yeah. So I don't know the facts. Do
you want me to have a look?
Yeah.
Okay, so apparently they did a study in, well, I don't think it was really a study, but last year in America, robocallers were up 47% from 2017.
What's the point of robocallers anyway? Just to annoy us?
Scams, marketing.
It's marketing.
Actually, I think over there, legitimately, they have ones from politicians and government and stuff like that for like surveys. But otherwise, it can be like...
we literally get about 6-7 calls a week from Telstra saying, oh, your internet's going down and things like that.
Yeah.
What?
So I've tried to find more creative ways to annoy them.
Oh, so I'll come up with some because I had a look into that. So, yeah.
I was going to ask, when was the last time you all had a call like this? That you picked up?
Heaps.
Last week.
All the time.
Yesterday.
Like 3 last week.
Had
It's
one,
like
had 2
non-stop.
yesterday.
All the time.
I don't remember the last time I got one.
Really?
Oh man.
I even had one
But
of
I
those dodgy
also-
ones, which was like
I also
an IRS message on a thing saying you have.
Hey, have you got the tax one yet?
Yeah,
The
yeah.
tax one was great.
yeah,
If you don't pay your tax soon, you're going to prison.
yeah. I got that, and it was a recorded robot message.
Yeah.
see. I don't know how common they are over here, but at the same time, I also don't pick up phone calls from numbers I don't recognize. So
yeah, true.
why I won't get them. But even if I did, I don't get that many random phone calls on my phone.
Oh, I wish I could stop them because I've had the same number since I first came to Australia.
I just block them. Every time I get one, I block it. Then 2 weeks later,
Well,
I
that's
get someone
what,
else.
I wonder where they collect. I wonder where they collect the numbers from because they'd have to get it from a database somewhere.
Yeah, I know.
It's like when you sign up for something, and all of a sudden these phone calls start to come. Like
Yeah,
if
for
you,
like the next 2 weeks or
yeah.
something.
So like if you give money to charity, and they go, "Oh, we'll give you details so we can send out the tax invoice or whatever," and all of a sudden 4 more charities ring you up, and
Yeah.
you go, "How did you get my?"
Yeah.
And they always seem to call me up when I'm having my power
Yeah.
nap. So I'm not waking up in the most pleasant mood.
And-
during your power nap.
My power nap. All right, that's what we're going to call it.
A
all right?
nana nap. Is
Shut
that
up. It's a power nap. Increases the power. All right?
Increases the power.
Batteries are running low. All right.
Energizer bunny.
Yeah.
Need some recharging.
Recharging, mate. You know, a bit of recharging.
I need some power.
Yeah, but these calls, so apparently like telco companies are like under pressure to sort of try and stop them from coming through as well.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, as you
Just
said, like they
What's
use those
telco, by the way?
telecommunication companies, so whoever it is, AT&T in
Okay.
America, or who else?
Virgin,
Virgin over here,
Vodafone,
Vodafone,
Yeah.
all
Optus.
those.
Optus, Telstra.
So
O2.
there's like some people. Have you seen those YouTube videos where the people try and get them back, like you were saying, CJ? They come up with these creative ways to sort of get them back, and they're like, if you ever want to get a scammer back or one of these calls back, you just keep them on the phone.
Yeah.
And they're like, what's going on? And so like, I think this one guy, they were saying to him, I can't remember what the story was, but let's say you did something last year and you owe money for this and this. He was playing along. He was like, yeah, I totally remember. And he was talking about half an hour, and the guy just didn't know what to do. Did not know what to do. And this guy's like recording it the whole time and like posting it online.
Well, I have
Oh,
done.
I saw that one. I
Hold
think I
on.
Yeah,
saw
there's
that one.
heaps.
What
there's
are we-
heaps.
When we're talking about robocall, what are we talking about? I
Okay.
thought we were talking about those like automated voice
Yeah,
things.
so
Yes.
there are those where it's like a pre-recorded message and it's like literally a robot talking to you, and it's like an auto dialer type thing. But then also,
Are you just talking about like just the auto dials that people work
yeah,
at?
also those ones as well. Oh, so
Okay.
there's an amazing app. So I might actually download it.
Yeah.
It's called Robo Killer, and so you download the app. It can pick up a scam call. So it just knows a scam call, and you can set an answer bot. So you can either do your own pre-recorded message, or there's like options, or you can do like shuffle, like play any or play whatever. And it's got just like crazy things that you can say to them. Or you can just have it completely silent or whatever, saying like hello, or whatever, or like crazy messages from movies and stuff like that. I'm going to download that because I think that's so funny.
Yeah.
And it answers automatically. You don't have to bother about it. It will
So
do it
you
automatically.
know when you were saying that that what sprung to mind was when you were saying hello. My mate has a answering machine, or was it voicemail?
Oh yeah.
Voicemail, and I rang him. He
Gets
got me
every
He
time.
got me. He got me the first time. He got me because I rang up and I said, I go, Todd. He goes, hello, Todd. Hello, and I was there
no.
honestly for 30 seconds, and then he goes, oh, I guess you're not there, and he hangs up, and I go, and it burns me. It burns me.
I
What was
know.
your old answering machine? Didn't you have the Ferrari one or some crap?
Ferrari?
Ferrari.
Some one of our mates had a Ferrari one.
Yeah.
You call up and like, vroom, vroom, and that was you, wasn't it?
It wasn't me. What's a Ferrari?
I'm pretty sure it was you, mate.
How does it go?
An engine was like revving up.
Yeah.
And he goes, leave a message.
Literally, Dev's voicemail is literally, what is it?
Leave a message.
He doesn't say hi, nothing like that. Doesn't say bye. He just goes, leave a message.
Yeah, I hang up whenever he's answering machine. like, if he wants to put no effort in making one, I'm not
doesn't
going to put
even
any
say-
effort in leaving a
He
message.
doesn't say who it is, nothing. The boys even know. As soon as I call through and it's been a while, they'll just go, leave a message.
So everyone's making fun of you.
You know, the best one that I've ever heard was George Costanza one.
What is it?
What was it?
It was a song. Ah, shit.
Is that the song?
Sorry.
We said no swearing.
Sorry.
He already dropped a S word.
Can we look up George Costanza answering machine?
Okay.
And not
It's
just
pretty
that-
funny. It's
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
funny. I like this one.
Oh,
Would
yeah, I
the,
get the
um,
automatic machine going, hello, 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 and just hanging up at home.
Do you?
Yeah, they call it like ring, answer it, and you get here, good, hello, goodbye, and it hangs up. That's it. And I'm cursing, man.
Let's listen to George Costanza's answering
on.
machine. Ready?
Are we allowed to for copyright?
I don't know.
I won't play it. I just want to
Oh.
hear it. Can you hear this, Alexander?
No. Oh, now I can.
I love this. How good is that?
I love it.
Believe it or not.
Oh, where could I be? Believe it or not, I'm not home.
You know what? You need that answer. You need that message. That is so you.
I
I
love
want
that.
people to sing a message. I want people to sing a message to me.
No.
To you.
You have to do that message. Like, copy it and just put it on your phone.
That's so good.
Dev, I'm here. Hurry up, you're late.
You're late. That's my message.
Oh, that's
Oh, that's a good one. I like that.
You know the automated calling people?
Yeah.
I don't know if this is just a rumor that I've heard, and I can't remember whether it's the automatic, like pre-recorded, or the people. But isn't there a thing where when you pick up, if you don't talk, they can't talk?
What?
Like you have to say the to say
What?
the first word, and if you don't, they can't talk.
so.
So like people, I don't know if this is a myth, but the idea for us would be when you pick up the phone, if you don't recognize the number, pick up and wait,
Yeah.
and if they don't talk, you know it's an auto thing. You just hang up.
No,
Oh.
yeah, well, so I know that it takes a while to connect over, and that's how you know it's someone. Like even when I was on a dialer when I was a collections officer, our connection took at least about 3 seconds to connect after they'd sort of answered the phone. So if I'm answering a phone, I know it's from a call center of some sort because it doesn't connect for at least 2-3 seconds, and I'll just either hang up or see which one they're calling from. But you know what? Most of mine are from financial aid companies. Like, have you ever thought about getting richer, or do you want to make more money?
No.
Oh,
No, I,
and then
I like the money I have right now.
a couple times I've been like, all right, let's see this out. You tell them some information, and then they go, all they do is they book an appointment and they say, I'll book an appointment with a financial planner and they'll get in touch with you. And it's like, oh, but I get those calls at least every
They're just
couple
giving
of
away.
weeks.
They're just giving away details, aren't they? They're just collecting details.
They're appointment setters. They're trying to get appointments for financial planning, but still, yeah, they could be.
Oh, lost it. Oh no, I was gonna say it was along the lines of that. Like,
Did you
people,
find it
do
again?
want more money? Do you know, Dev? Do you know Ty Lopez?
Yeah.
Right, the most annoying person ever.
Yeah.
On YouTube, his adverts come up on mine, and the reason they're the most annoying is because honestly, like, I don't sit there and watch YouTube sometimes. Like, I just have it on in the background. 15-second ad, I'll let it play.
Yeah.
His ads are like an hour
Yeah.
What
long,
do you mean?
and it's just like, this is
He gets you all the
ridiculous.
time. He gets you all the time.
His ad, like, he has ads that are genuinely like an hour long. It's him
No.
like advertising.
No.
But you can skip them. But if you're not there, you don't. So it's playing in the background. I'm like, and I get to the point where I'm like, this guy's just annoying me now. I'm gonna go and skip it. And it has a rating on it, thumb up or thumb down, like if you like this kind of ad.
Yeah.
So I'm like, perfect, thumbs down.
Yeah.
Every advert I've had since is a Ty Lopez advert.
No.
It's so annoying.
No way.
They're- seriously, and they're
Ty Lopez.
legitimately long. Oh,
That's so annoying.
can't handle it.
Surely he wouldn't have followers if he's having.
Don't let me rate it and then give me more of it.
Oh Oh my god.
No, Ty Lopez is
He's great.
What does he do? Who is he?
He knows your brother. That's what he does.
Ty Lopez is. I think is he wealthy?
He is now.
What does he do?
He's someone that is wealthy and promotes making you wealthy by selling you courses that are
Yeah.
conveniently like $997 and stuff like this.
Okay.
But he's one of those people that like how did he become wealthy? Like there's
Yeah.
no real story to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. He got wealthy by telling people how to get wealthy and selling them courses.
Yeah.
I think that's it, right?
I think that's what we should do.
Yeah, from my understanding, yeah.
But we just have to make.
We should tell people how to get wealthy by sending them a letter to donate money for us to get wealthy.
All you have to do is
No,
price anything
don't
at
give money to us and then we'll
$997.
tell you.
Yeah.
What do you have to do?
Give us $1, we'll make you wealthy.
Just price it at $997, no matter what it is. Like, this is $5,000 worth of stuff, but we're selling it to you today for $997.
Oh my god.
And people will sign up. It's like the magic number.
Is it?
I would tell you to become wealthy
Oh
for
yeah,
$2.50.
so many
It was
many
$5,
of these things.
Yeah. How about if we just ask for $2 from 1 billion people?
1 billion people.
Yeah.
I was thinking about maybe
I mean,
500,000 to be honest with you.
If
Hey.
you have
We're going
access
to
to
hold
1 billion
different
people's attention, mate, we can change the world.
Automation. I mean, we just ask them,
Wow.
send us $2.
No, you just play a song. I need $1.
I reckon.
dollar.
I genuinely
need-
believe if you put an automated voicer out that just said, "Hey, we're just looking for $2. Can you just send it over?" You'd get some money.
Yeah, you would.
And you just let it build in the background, like the bank account. You just go, whatever, let it just build over there.
Just how many people do you reckon, like in 100,
What do you mean?
just in general, like
Percentage.
pick up on or
I reckon if it was
5%?
$1, you could get like 80%.
Nah, 10%.
No way.
Okay, so I think we'll go to my article next. So this is called, I don't like this title actually, but it's Why Don't You Die?
Because I like living.
Right? It's actually completely different to what
Sounds
you
mean.
actually think it is. So this neighbour was walking past someone's home in Perth, which is WA, Australia. And as they were walking past, they heard this man shouting, "Why don't you die?" I don't know how he shouted it because I wasn't there, but this is how I assume he shouted it. But then,
Why don't you die?
and but then there was also like a toddler like screaming as well. Anyway, so like they called the police, and like within minutes, numerous like units were at the house. And basically, what it was when they went in, he was trying to kill a spider. And he has a phobia. This is why this article resonated with me, because I have phobias too. He has a phobia of the spider, and he'd been trying to kill it, and it wouldn't die. But there was like no one hurt, no one was harmed, other than this spider on the floor, and that's the whole article. Thoughts?
Next.
Ernest, you might have to get some cricket sound effects, and just put him into that part.
Next.
I killed a spider this week.
what, Emma?
I actually killed a
Yeah.
spider this week.
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah, it was on my water tap for my garden. So I
Oh,
went to water my garden, and sort of redback.
no, yeah, we had countless, didn't we, Dev? Redbacks in the spider.
Yeah, so I backed
the
up a bit,
spider?
got some spray in.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Last week when we were doing the podcast Sunday morning, when I woke up, right now everything here is the table here, and like my whole setup is attached to a table,
Yeah.
and it goes against my wall under my window, and I bring it out for the podcast. And last week there was this spider on like the corner of the table, and like I'll deal with spiders, but like I'm not best friends with them. I'm not gonna go shake hands with them kind of
Yeah.
deal. So the spider's on there. I'm like, right, I need to move this table out, but it's one of those ones where it's got like a big body compared to its legs, so it moves quick. It's a quick mover. So I'm
Yeah.
like, right, if I like yank this table, this thing's gonna like be on me within a second. Right, I gotta get rid of the spider first, and then I can move the table. So I'm like trying to figure out how I'm gonna get rid of the spider. Figuring out I got my pieces of paper. I can deal with it. Brush it onto one, put it out the window. Right, I got this.
Yeah.
After about 10 minutes of faffing around, thinking I need to do this because they're going to be calling me any second right now. I'm a bit late. I realised it was dead.
Oh, no way.
So I'd spent this whole time.
So I
Trying to
guess
deal with
you're
this thing.
also afraid of spiders.
Yeah, you're afraid of spiders.
I'm not afraid. Like,
If you
I
didn't
will-
realize it
I
wasn't
will get rid
moving
of it.
and you're trying to like get paper to do it,
You're afraid.
you're afraid.
no, I'll get rid of it. I'll get rid of it. Like, I've picked up I'll get rid of a spider.
Oh,
But
man.
I'm not.
Oh, man. There is so many
To me, afraid
blokes,
is like,
so many blokes that
afraid
will
to me
like
is-
say that they're
is-
not afraid of spiders.
Yeah.
So many blokes, and then like they go, "Oh, you're so scared of spiders." I'm like, "You're scared of
no,
spiders too."
I'll never tease someone. No, but okay, the difference to me between being scared and not is I'll deal with it.
Yeah.
Like my dad, he won't deal with the spider. Dad's scared of a spider.
I didn't
I'm not
know
gonna
that.
go. I'm not. There's a lot of things I won't pick up that I'm not scared of. But I'm just like I'm not scared of rhinos, but I'm not about to go shake hands with one.
I don't think they have hands to shake.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, what are you scared of?
Anything that can hurt me.
I just sent you guys an image
A
of like.
rational fear.
yeah. I'm just scared of anything that can hurt me. Anything.
Do you have any phobias?
I'm now scared of rats.
Oh,
You're
that's
scared
because
of
you went under
rats?
that house
Yeah.
that time.
Yeah, when I was wiring your house, I went
Yeah.
underneath.
My house.
Not your house.
Oh.
Can't fit under your house.
Remember, he told us that story where that guy made him go under the house, and there was like it was pitch black.
And I came face to face with a rat,
yeah.
and it was dead, and it bit the cable.
Yeah.
And electrocuted, which is why.
Oh, that's
yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, since that day, it just nah.
Wow.
I see him, I back up. I'm like, nah, man.
Really?
Did you
Yeah.
see? I saw
First-
like an image of this massive rat that they found in London. Did you see? Did anyone see that?
I saw a rat chase a cat.
What? In real life?
The cat, yeah, the cat
Backwards
went.
Tom and
the cat
Jerry.
went to the rat, and he's like trying to, scare it, and then the rat sort of did the same thing to the cat, but the cat got scared, so they were playing. They were playing chicken. And the
Oh
cat
my
ran-
god!
And we found out the cat was the chicken.
No.
And then the rat started chasing the cat.
Oh man.
Trust
See,
me.
I feel like first experiences with these make a big difference. So, like rats for me, I don't mind rats, but the only experience I've ever had with a rat was someone had it as a pet.
Oh,
I played with the
yeah,
rat
yeah, yeah, yeah.
when I was-
I
when I
think
was
you
younger.
become scared of something.
I've
If it gives you
known-
a shock.
Yeah, I've known people that
The
have had
only
Yeah.
time I've
Yeah.
met a rat or seen a rat
met
is
a rat.
Splinter.
Splinter?
Splinter.
It's Twitter.
The Ninja Turtles.
Splinter?
Splinter.
Oh,
Splinter.
From Ninja Turtles. That's the first time, and
My
he was a
favourite rat.
sensei.
Yeah. He taught them how to fight.
oh
His
my
father
god!
Splinter.
Oh my
I've got no problems with rats at the
god! He
moment.
was a sensei.
One day you go
Dev
into
has
a
a
house
sign
and
of
you come
respect
face
for
to face
rats
with
every
one,
time
you
he
will.
sees them.
Yeah, I actually
Tips his
don't like
hat
if
to them.
I see it on the street. I wouldn't mind, but if it was in my house,
Yeah, like I think we had a mouse.
got
once, I had to
problems
get
if
him
we
to come
got-
get it.
Yeah, we got problems if we've got rats in our house.
yeah.
Yeah, that's one of those where it's more of a problem with
You.
the fact that a rat is in the house
Yeah.
than the actual rat itself.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also, if there's one, there's many
Heaps.
more.
Which means you have to get the whole house to get it.
Oh, do you remember? So we had a mouse in our house when I was growing up, and a mouse
The
in
one
our
that
house.
Dad-
Was it called Stuart Little?
And I didn't want them to kill it, with a trap because I
Yeah.
felt bad for it. So they tried for I don't know how long, maybe a couple weeks. All these humane
Wow.
ways because I wanted them to just be kind, and they just gave up in the end. And okay, so then what happened is they set a trap for it. They said, Emma, look, we've tried, but it's just avoiding it. It's pretty smart. And in the end, they set a trap. No, they put poison, but rat didn't even need it, or the mouse didn't even need it. End up dying in the middle of their carpet in their bedroom, didn't it? Do you remember?
No, but that sounds like it had the poison.
No, because it
Yeah.
Yeah,
sounds like it
it
had the
sounds like it ate the poison. It took a few steps and went, uh-oh.
no,
It didn't
because
die of natural causes.
Was there an autopsy on this rat?
No, because apparently, well, this is what they told me, and
This is what they told you. It ate the poison.
They were lying,
Unfortunately, it ate the poison.
and my whole life I'm just like,
Like if Alexander didn't say that, I would have been like, oh, I died in the middle of the carpet. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking, what's going on here? Like, I think, like, how old were you at the time?
There's something missing here in your story. There is
Yeah.
something missing in your story,
Like,
Emma.
the clue was they put poison and then the rat died. But it was natural.
No,
you should have
okay,
gone to the
I'll
farm, don't
I'll
worry.
tell
It's
you.
chest like I had a heart attack.
I'll tell you my logic. Well, this is what I was told. That if it would have gone back to its nest to die, but it died out in the open.
It's on its way back to its nest. It couldn't make it.
I don't know.
I don't know. Anyways,
Brilliant. Love it.
at my mum's house, when they were like growing vegetables and stuff, mice used to come
Yeah.
because of all the
Oh.
veggies and that,
Yeah.
right? And then we had a fox terrier.
Yes.
Oh, I remember him.
So when
Rocky.
Yeah.
Rocky, right, he would present the mice on the steps.
Yeah. That's like a cat.
I know.
He
like what cats
he would
do.
catch it, but he wouldn't bite into it. He'd catch him, kill him, and then present at
Yeah.
one time there was 3, and I'm like, do you want a treat? Like, you've done a great job. Is this
Yeah.
are you
Yeah.
No, but that's
they,
true,
They
but
do that.
Usually
Oh, yeah?
cats do that. No,
Like,
they'll
my
bring
cousin's
it
dog does
in.
the same thing.
Cats do it with,
And it scares
cats
the
do it with
crap out of him
mice
because
and
he's scared of him
birds.
too. So he comes out in the morning and there's like a few rats and he's back like, oh my God. And his dog's there like, yeah, I got him.
That's one reason why I wouldn't be fond of having a cat, because I wouldn't want to wake up and the cat's brought in like a dead mouse or a dead bird and it's on the end of the bed or something.
Oh,
Not-
not on the
Well, not that I would let
It's
my
not gonna
animal
it's not gonna put it in your bed or put it on the walkway.
on. Do you know what I mean? But I've got to now deal with that, because if I go, all right, good boy or good girl, now take it out, then I'm probably not going to.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, it's yours
It's
now.
pri-
That's for
it's
you.
It's proud of what it's done.
Yeah.
But then I remember I got the phone call. Hey, can you come get the rat? I'm like, I'm scared too.
Oh.
Because it's left a dead rat in the middle near my pool. Can you come get it?
Oh.
Oh.
I'm like, okay. So we ended up 2 guys who were pretty burly.
too burly,
What
guys.
did you use? A spade?
We kind of used a box and a shovel and kind of like,
Oh man.
Yeah.
I think that's the
I was
actual
just thinking
noise I made.
about
What's the difference between a spade and a shovel? I called it a spade.
spade
you
and
called
a
it
shovel.
Spade, isn't it like closer to your
spade
hand? The
is
shovel's
spade
further
are
away?
flat, shovels are curved.
Ah, I
Ah,
never knew
okay.
that. See, we're also informative.
Yes.
You use spades more to like dig into stuff, whereas you use shovels to move stuff.
You
well-
shovel it away.
Well, we moved the rat into a box and threw it out.
You had. To
I was
get
thinking
rid of
about
birds
rats and mice. I was thinking about the traps in the house.
Yeah.
Because I remember that part.
Yeah.
And like you talking about the mice getting catch and stuff. Do we assume that they're like stupid? Because we also use mice and rats for like laboratory tests that we think tell us stuff about humans. And like we have Tom and Jerry was pretty smart. Like I feel like we put signs out there.
Okay. Maybe something I should tell you. Tom and
What?
Jerry are not real.
No,
cartoon.
they are actually smart
What?
because
They are real?
a lot of the time they'll take the cheese and not get caught.
Have you
Isn't
ever
that right?
seen that?
I like the
No. But I've heard it.
Have you ever seen the meme of the
1
mouse that's,
minute
like, on the mousetrap that's
warning.
using it as a bench?
The meme
Using it
of
as, like, a
what?
The
barbell,
mousetrap.
like a bench press.
Oh yeah, I saw the ad.
Yeah, it's
What?
like a yeah.
It's like a commercial.
It's got
Truck
the mouse
comes down
the
and
mouse
he's
on his
benching it.
back and it's using the metal bar like a bench press.
Yeah, I saw that.
I don't know why. I don't know why this popped into my head, but there was an advertisement about these soft pair of shoes, and like the girl saw a spider on the wall, and she'd pick up her shoes and smack the spider, but the spider wouldn't die because it's soft pair of shoes. Like the advertiser saying these, and every time he hit the spider, like they went to the spider's perspective, and he was just like feeling like it was a massage. And he's just like the girl's like, how come the spider's not? I don't know why that
Oh
popped into my head.
man.
Brilliant. Okay, so my article for today, it's called Miracle Payday.
Ooh.
This one's quite an interesting one. It was over in America. This lady, basically, she's been working at this company for over a decade. And I don't know exactly, but I think they must have come under new management or something. And she declared when she started working for them, look, I'm a woman of God. I don't work Sundays. And I
Yeah.
believe she's a pot washer. So, you know, put someone else on the rota. for many years, this is what's been happening. She hasn't worked any Sundays, but recently she's been requested to work Sundays. They've been put on a rota. And, as she made the stipulation when she got the job, she stuck to that. And she's a woman of God. She does not work on Sundays. Sundays for worshipping. So she ended up missing, I think it was 6 Sundays in a row. And for that, she got fired. So she turned around and sued the company and said, this is unjust. And she was awarded $21 million in damages, plus $35,000 in back wages, and $500,000 for emotional pain and mental anguish. So in total, you're looking at about $21.5 million.
Wow.
I just became a man of God. I don't work Monday to Friday. Monday and Fridays for worshipping. I can work Saturday and Sunday, but not Monday to Friday.
If you roster me on, I'm going to the courts.
Yeah, I'm going to church.
Well, this lady was 60 years old. She'd been there for a decade.
Yeah, if she's come out originally and said that she can't work Sundays.
Yeah, and for the first 7 years, they didn't, she didn't have to. But this whole thing that's interesting to me, right? Because I was like, 21 million. That's
21
crazy.
million.
How old is she?
But it's not actually, she's 60. It's not actually 21 million, right? So
Go on.
it's actually, they have it's called punitive damages. And basically,
Follow Ernest's dictation.
there's a
of the
cap
words.
on punitive damages of $300,000 or $350,000. So I was like, what is the actual point?
Oh, it's
of
300,000, yeah.
So, but what's the point of saying, right, we are declaring punitive damages of 21 million plus this plus this? Why? Why even bother saying 21 million when you know it's only going to be 350,000? It doesn't make sense. But basically, I was looking into it, and they have, so the way they do it is this is what it said, okay, verbatim. Punitive damages are assessed in order to punish the defendant for outrageous conduct and or to reform or deter the defendant and others from engaging in similar conduct. So they're not there to award the plaintiff, although the plaintiff may receive some or all of the money. So it's like that's not what the plaintiff should expect.
Is it a deterrent if they're
if
not
you know
never
it's
gonna
just
pay
going to be 350 still? But apparently
how
this
can it be a
lady
deterrent?
will walk away with about $500,000 because it will be about the 300,000 plus the back pay of 35
Emotional
grand.
anguish, yeah.
Yeah, and the emotional pain. So she'll walk away with $500,000.
So is religion more important than...
To some
It's
people,
apparently
it is.
It's a protected class.
Yeah, it's within their rights.
Yeah.
What do you call?
If he's a football player, he doesn't play on Sundays.
It's a protected class
No,
in the
he's
same
back
way
now.
of...
No, but he in his contract, it says he doesn't play on Sundays.
Yeah, I know, but it's out now. Like he signed a new contract and he has to play Sunday.
Oh, but he had that contract put into
He
his
did,
contract.
yeah.
Who's that?
I think it
Will
was
Hopewadi?
Hopewadi?
Yeah.
I think it was John Hopewadi. I can't remember which Hopewadi was.
Will. John Hopewadi's dad.
I can't remember which one
Yeah.
it is. Yeah, so every
Yeah.
Sunday, if they had a game, he can't play because he has to go to church.
Yeah, so it's the same like Alexander was about to say, as though like you
Alexander.
can't discriminate against race or religion, for example, gender, etc. So it's part of that. But in which they did, and they probably just started rostering her on to get rid of her because they're probably like, oh, she's 60, she's a bit.
And not just that. Imagine like you work there and you get every second Sunday or third Sunday, and this lady always gets it off. It gets annoying. Like you'd want to spend time with your family as well.
Yeah, but she's probably been there longer than they have, to be honest.
Is Alexander
So-
frozen?
When they
No, I'm listening.
so when they bring on
I'm
new
just listening.
people, they should bring on people that work around that, you know.
I don't know. I find
So actually, this is actually something...
Yeah. Go.
I was going to say, this is something that's interesting as well because it's similar to something that's happened with a YouTuber called Vegan Gains. He's someone who's been on the platform for many, many years. And recently, his channel got removed because they have a 3-strike policy saying if you break community guidelines 3 times within 3 months, then your channel gets removed. So after 3 months, a strike gets cleared.
Right.
He got 3 strikes within 1 month for videos that were like 5 or 6 years old.
What?
So it's kind of in the same premise of saying if a company changes their policies, because at the time you uploaded them, they fit the guidelines, but since the guidelines have changed, they've now been flagged.
That's
So-
bad.
So with the
Ah.
woman, in the same way that she had an agreement with her employer at the time she was employed, if the people or the powers on the managers changes or anything like that, where does that right sort of change?
It should stay
How
with your
much can they
initial
take?
contract.
Yeah.
And also, it's not like she
should it?
walked into the.
I'm not saying
Yeah.
it shouldn't, but should it?
Yeah.
So from a business standpoint, how's that fair?
Or if they're going to come in, you have to agree mutually. Like, they can't just come in, because otherwise it'd be, I don't know how it is in America, but over here, you can't just completely change someone's role, completely change their hours or whatever if it's unreasonable or different to what they're usually doing. Otherwise, they have to pay you redundancy
Yep.
or find you another role that does suit those
Even to
requirements.
terminate someone, you have to go through quite a few hoops.
And for her, when she took the job, she actually said up front, I don't work Sundays, like I can't. And they still accepted her. Like they said, okay, that's fine. You still have the job. It's not like she never said anything and then she just was like,
No, I
never telling
I
her
understand. I'm just talking from a business standpoint, because
point,
if you run the business and that agreement's put in place, but then you no longer run the business and someone else is running the business, it may have been an agreement okay with you, but not with them.
yeah.
And bearing in mind it's now their business, it does the agreements that the original person made matter? And I understand from it, like there would be obviously a process you have to go through and such. But if they did end up getting rid of her because of that reason, would that be a bad thing? Like morally, is that a bad thing, or is that
I think so,
acceptable?
but-
I'm just
Especially since she didn't have any problems like working any other day.
No,
So
and
you can
also-
roster every Saturday.
It never even said anything about new management. It didn't even say anything. It just said they started putting her on.
They most
So
likely
I don't
want
know.
to get rid of her.
I'm just going to assume that over the course of that time,
They had new management.
like over a decade in a place, it's very unlikely she has the same manager.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, because I think in America they can fire you like for anything, right? Like they don't need to give you warnings and stuff. I don't know. Do you know?
No, they do. They can't just fire you for stuff like that. That's the reason she won, isn't it? Because you can't legally do that.
Okay.
I
I was just curious
You
from
know-
both perspectives.
It's funny. Here's another situation when people go for smoke breaks,
I was gonna say
but
this.
it's frowned upon having like 1,000 tea breaks. You know, right? Like you go, like if someone's going for a smoke break, I'm going for a water break. When they come back, I'll go back to work as well. But you'll be frowned upon, right? What are you doing?
Yeah.
This is my smoke break. Can you have that? Is that
No.
I used to smoke, so I used to go whenever I want.
Yeah.
yeah? So where you going? I'm going for a walk break.
Yeah. A lot of the smokers just go whenever they want.
Yeah.
Should try it out.
What?
I'm going for
We
my
have
tea break.
weird little things. These are the types of things where we just do it because we've done it. But
Yeah.
if you actually sit there and go, hold on, let's actually look at this and see why this is the way it is, we realize that there's no sense behind it.
Yeah. Well, they probably want to keep those people calm.
The smokers.
Yeah. Or they don't want them to get tense or.
Like,
Is that
see,
becoming
a
see,
small- Yeah, what do
you're
you
the
think,
boss.
CJ?
You're the boss, right?
Yeah.
And when you see one of your smokers, like
I've got two
employees,
smokers in this whole thing.
yeah, but when they go, are you okay with that?
I used to be a smoker, and I used to spend a lot of time out there. Whenever I had stress or was about to go yell at someone, I'd go have a cigarette to calm down.
Yeah, but like
That's
now
what
that
I'm
you're
saying.
not,
That's
now
probably
that
why
you're not
they
a
allow it.
smoker,
I go for a walk.
you still go for a walk.
Yeah, sometimes I just need to.
So how do your employees just go for walks? Are you happy with that?
Nah.
No.
Yeah, but yeah.
You're in the different position now. You're the manager now.
No, but I'm saying you're all right for the smokers to go for a smoke, but you're not allowing anyone else to just go for a walk
Yes, but I will allow them to go make a cup of tea, have a coffee.
at the same rate as
Yeah.
people go for a smoke.
I got guys who come in, get their morning stuff done, go and have breakfast.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I'm quite easygoing in that sense, as long as work's done. Now, if people are going to have breakfast and not doing their work,
Yeah.
that's a different situation.
Yeah.
So
And
you,
if,
but,
if
but
I
I'm
have people going for smokes
Yeah.
and not finishing what they have to do, again, different situation.
oh, okay.
But if they get that task done and
Yeah.
they've got like maybe 5 minutes, 10 minutes before the next one comes in,
Yeah.
go for it. I don't mind.
Okay.
It all depends. Like if you can get it done, you can get it done. If you can't, you can't.
Yeah.
Hmm.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I try to be a fair person.
Yeah.
Fair is funny. I like. I'm always confused about fair because the whole world's unfair. But
Yeah, but
we want to make everything fair.
Yeah, like-
Anyways, that's a whole different discussion. We're going.
Oh my god, that would take us half an hour.
yeah,
over.
I like have to rust
Half
everything
an hour?
these days.
half
be
a,
lucky.
half a century,
Yeah.
half a millennium.
All's fair in love.
1
and
minute
war.
warning.
Just a side note before we finish this, like public liability. You remember there was the period where people would go into aisles like supermarkets and then slip,
Purposely slip over.
and then like remember that? Like,
Well, I
yeah.
mean,
You ever
I
seen the
remember you
movie
did it like 3
Friday?
times.
Friday.
Yeah,
what?
the film Friday with Ice Cube.
Yeah.
Oh.
Chris Tucker.
Yeah.
There's a guy in Friday who tries to do that and just
Oh, is that the
like
guy
that's
that
his
got
thing. He's trying to
I'll
What?
clean your
I don't remember.
yeah
You for
yeah
$1?
yeah
that guy.
I'll clean your what?
same guy.
I'll clean your floors for $1.
Smokey was around the back of his house
Yeah.
doing a number 2,
Yeah.
and he's seen him,
Yeah.
and he's going, I'll clean all that for $1.
Yuck! I don't remember
Yeah.
any of this.
I've watched it a couple of times.
Good film.
That's a wrap, guys. If you enjoyed today's podcast, then please subscribe and leave a comment on YouTube. You can catch us on Spotify, iTunes, and Podbean. Bye until next week.